I never expected this to happen. One moment, I'm looking into my wife's eyes, feeling closer than ever, and the next, she drops a bomb that shatters my world. She admits she almost had an affair. Set up my wife, and I have been married for 6 years. She's my first love, my best friend, and the mother of our 4-year-old daughter. Our family means everything to me. Recently, things got complicated. My in-laws, her parents, moved in with us for a few months. At first, her mother was kind and welcoming, but her father, he never approved of me. He made it clear that I wasn't good enough for his daughter. He even refused to walk her down the aisle initially, which left a mark on me. He took control of everything at home, claiming grandfather rights, and started turning our daughter against me. I tried to ignore him, tried to stay strong, but it poisoned our home. I felt trapped. Our personal space disappeared. The distance between my wife and me grew. Arguments became frequent, and the intimacy we once had slowly faded. Even so, we didn't give up. We decided to work on our marriage. We went on a retreat to celebrate our anniversary. It was meant to help us reconnect. The retreat was different. It wasn't just about talking. There were exercises to rebuild closeness. One exercise had us staring into each other's eyes, silently, for an extended period. The goal was to feel each other's presence again, to rebuild trust and intimacy. We promised to continue these exercises at home. On the last evening, we sat down to do the exercise again. We looked into each other's eyes. I started telling her how much she means to me. I told her exactly what I love about her, her laugh, her kindness, the way she cares for our daughter. I poured my heart out, hoping to reconnect. Conflict begins the more I spoke, the more pained she seemed. Finally, she interrupted me. "Stop, don't praise me. You don't know everything," she said. I froze. "What do you mean?" I asked. She took a deep breath, and then she confessed. She had a nearly physical affair with a colleague, a 19-year-old colleague. I couldn't believe it, shocking me like a punch. She explained how lonely she felt, how we were living on opposite ends of the world emotionally, even though physically we were together. This young colleague showered her with attention, affection, and care. At first, she resisted, but eventually, it felt good to be admired. They spent lunches together almost every day and sometimes hung out after work. Other colleagues teased them, but she tried to ignore it. Still, she started taking their lunches in her car to avoid gossip. She rationalized it. "There's nothing wrong," she said. "There's no physical contact." But over time, their hugs and touches became intimate. Eventually, she admitted she thought about having sex with him, but she stopped herself because of her love for our family. She described the turning point vividly. On her way to meet him, she saw our daughter laughing and playing with her. She received a drawing of our family from our daughter. It reminded her of what she had, what we had. She realized she could never destroy that. I'm still sitting there, trying to process this. I remember that night. She had been invited to a girls' night out. She was excited, getting ready, happy, and then she canceled everything. She stopped answering calls. And now, she's confessing all of this to me. I didn't know what to say. It felt unreal. I asked why she was telling me now. She said it was weighing on her, and that hearing me speak so lovingly made it worse. I asked if she was still seeing him. She promised she wasn't. She ended it, stopped all communication, and he even moved to another department. She insisted our family was too important to risk. She admitted she never planned to tell me. She convinced herself it wasn't serious because it never went all the way. Her mother knew before me. The guilt was unbearable for her, so she opened up to her mom first. Her mother told her she had to tell me herself. I couldn't take it all in at once. I stopped the exercise. I needed space. She begged me not to shut her out. She said she loved me and wanted to keep our family together. But I couldn't hear "I love you" right then. She told me he was the biggest mistake of her life. She said she was fully committed to me. I told her I needed time to process everything. Sometimes she respected my space, sometimes not. For a while, I moved to the guest room. She sent messages full of love and reminders of our vows. I feel completely lost. It's all inside my mind. I had been here to rebuild our marriage, to fix our family. And meanwhile, she had been caught up with a 19-year-old colleague. It feels like the ground was pulled from under me. I've never looked at anyone else. She was everything to me, occupying a place no one else could. I have no one to talk to. With her, I could be myself and share everything. Now I can't. It feels like drowning. Just when I start reaching for the boat, I'm pushed back into the water. I'm completely overwhelmed. How do you process betrayal when you still love someone deeply? Can a marriage survive when trust is broken like this? I don't have the answers yet. All I know is I'm lost, and I need to figure out what comes next. Days pass, but my mind keeps replaying her confession. I can't focus on work, on our daughter, on anything. Every message from her feels like a test. "I love you," she writes. But how can I believe that after everything? I want to scream, to cry, to run. I don't know. We sit together trying to talk, but every word feels loaded. Every glance feels like judgment. Sometimes I see the woman I love, my wife, my partner in life. Sometimes I see the girl who almost destroyed everything. The contrast kills me inside. She insists she's fully committed. She tells me repeatedly, I made a mistake, but I'm yours. I promise. She shows me gestures, small acts of love, trying to rebuild what we had. I try to respond, but my heart feels frozen. I feel betrayed, yet I still feel love. I don't know which emotion is stronger. Some nights I sleep in the guest room. Other nights I return, trying to feel normal. Her messages keep coming, apologizing, expressing love, reminding me of our vows. I try to focus on her daughter. She's 4, innocent, and she loves us both. Seeing her laugh and play reminds me of the life we built. It's a small anchor in this storm, but every moment with her also reminds me of what could have been lost. I'm trapped between anger, heartbreak, and hope. I want to forgive, but I don't know if I can. I want to move forward, but I don't know how. Slowly, day by day, we start small. We talk about routines, family life, things we can rebuild together. We restart the eye contact exercises, carefully this time. We laugh a little more, share small moments again. She continues to show her commitment, proving through actions, not just words. I begin to see the woman I fell in love with, not just the one who almost strayed. Trust is fragile, but it's not gone. Our marriage isn't perfect, and it probably won't be for a long time, but it's still alive. I've learned that forgiveness doesn't come instantly. It comes in fragments, in small victories, in moments when love outweighs pain. We both have to work harder than ever. We both have to communicate, share, and rebuild every day. I still feel anger. I still feel hurt, but I also feel hope. Hope that we can survive this. Hope that our family can heal. Hope that love, even wounded, can endure. So what would you do in my place? Could you forgive someone who almost broke your family? Or is some betrayals just too much to overcome? Comment below. I need to know, because right now, I'm lost in this storm.